Good afternoon, everyone. From lambs struggling to crops failing, UK with the worst winter in 42 years, massive floods across Hawaii. Now we have Jammu and Kashmir, out of season, snows and floods. Saudi Arabia, deep hailstorms, covering what would be fields that they should be working right now. Chicago, coldest start in April in 130 years. And Detroit, coldest in 140 years. Same thing in British Columbia. Comparing on the electric bills, they show you the average temperature for the year. This year 61 degrees, last year 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Ryan Maui, Midwest 15 degrees below normal. Record coldest April through the first 19 days. How about all the low records set in Iowa on Friday? And this video is made possible by TrueLeafMarket.com. Worst winter in 42 years in the UK. Now lambs dying, struggling as crops are failing with waterlogged fields. You've seen these stories again and again. Some new tallies coming out, losing about 10% of the new lambs on the farms. Also considered the worst spring they've had in 25 years. This is from the farmers themselves, first-hand account. And with these massive floods pervading our planet, something unusual is happening with the atmosphere. You know, Hawaii, 24 inches of rain in 24 hours. To Jammu and Kashmir, they're talking about heavy snowfall and heavy rains. This is supposed to be the best trekking season right now in April. There should be no rains coming down. It shouldn't even be beginning the monsoon until June sometime. This is so unusual. So out of season, so out of sync. And you might ask yourself, well, where is J&K? It borders the Himalayan range, disputed territory between India, China, and Pakistan. That's where they had the civil war for quite some time in Kashmir. Incredibly beautiful. I traveled up to this place called Leh several decades ago. And traveling up to Leh, I understood how treacherous the roads are. It's about a 3-day journey when you're further down in Shimla, and then you want to take off up there by bus. Appreciable drops in the mercury. Yeah, extreme temperature swings as well as the snowfalls. Highways closed. I understand they're closed all the time, but now they're closing them because of avalanche danger when there should be open highways due to what? No more snow coming down or floods or rain during this time. I want to thank Talal for sending me this tip here about the Saudi Arabian hailstorm. He gave me the links to the map here on Google Maps as well. You can see the pin where it's at, this area of anomalous hails coming down. Let's take a look at the farm fields here. It's on April 15th through the 17th, just a few days ago. Images now coming in, trickling in social media. Terrace fields, doesn't matter where you are, manicured lawns. Unusual storms blowing through as well, hail, winds, and rain. But then how deep did the hail actually get on the roads? And I'll just let your eyes wander through. Now let's take a look. Also, I'm going to zoom in on this hail depth here. You can actually see it's about a foot or so deep. Unusual. Let's jump over to Puget Sound, Saget River, British Columbia, Seattle, Olympia, that whole area. Had a viewer of mine send me in. Thank you. I didn't want to use your name on this, so we'll just leave it as someone who went out of their way to provide me this information by scanning their own bill and then sending it to me. Anyway, this electric usage, what they do is they total it up, and then over a yearly temperature average, they show you the temperatures from last year. That's below, and then to the right it says this year, right under the chart with the electric, that neon green. This year, 61 degrees Fahrenheit so far, compared to last year, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's break it down, natural gas and electric. I thought maybe it was a typo. Perhaps the electric company made a mistake, but as you can see, both of those temperatures are exactly the same. So even over in Western Canada, it's still showing below normal temperatures by at least 9 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's jump over to Chicago. Coldest in 130 years. 2 3.7 inches of snow, and even the weather forecasters are saying anything more than an inch is definitely rare. Yet they're getting 3 times more than the definitely rare. Second coldest start to the month since 1881. Been talking about these multi-century cycles with the sun, solar cycles, and influences on our jet streams and weather. Ice storms blasting away. Now, April's on track in Detroit as well to be the coldest in 143 years. To be expected as CO2 warms the Earth, right? No, wrong. I was taught something different as a kid on the effects of what CO2 would be. Let's take a look at some more temperatures. Ryan Maui, coldest record April through the first 19 days. Midwest, 15 degrees Fahrenheit, and you see that dark purple? Yeah, that's where they're behind in the planting. 48, lower states, 4.5 degrees cooler than normal. Called a huge anomaly? Yeah, we should start paying attention. Record lows across Iowa Friday. Teens, lows, this is where we should be planting. But don't worry, they say it's all good as long as we get the crops in the ground by, what, May 15th? Well, you better hurry up because you have less than 3 weeks and there's more snow on the way and another blizzard coming next week. Because if we go up to the New England states, they're no better off. Still cold, wet, and they're not planting either. Thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of the video. TrueLeafMarket.com, organic and heirloom seeds for any grow zone on our planet. I've linked to some of the sprouting seed collection as well as all the articles that I referenced today you can find in that description box below the video.